Hello, my lovely people. How are you all doing today? I'm in the car waiting for hubby to come out. We're going to come out for us to go to the shops. And I said to him to give me a few minutes. Let me record this video quickly before we go. And I just want to talk about some agreements or some understanding that couples need to have before they agree to say I do, before you decide to spend the rest of your life with this person. There should be some agreements, especially those of you who are courting. Some people during courtship, they are carried away. Instead of doing the needful, doing the right things that will eventually, if that relationship obviously leads to marriage, I would think that before you start courting somebody, you are taking a serious decision. You have weighed it in your mind that I would actually like to spend the rest of my life with this person. And then the courtship starts. And during that courtship, that's when your relationship starts. You have to, that is your long-term relationship. That's where you have to discuss things and agree on certain things. And one thing in the process of the agreement to get married that you should not do, especially ladies, please do not force yourself on any man. Do not use these words like, oh, if I don't marry you, I'll die. You're the person I want to be with for the rest of my life and all the rest of it. And sometimes what forms that kind of talk is the material things that they've seen. They think that the man is so rich, because these days it surprises me that some ladies, the first question they ask about any man that somebody wants to introduce or that proposes to them, or even some ladies, their parents will be asking the same question: what type of car did he come with? What? So it's all about material things. No wonder some silly men, boys really, will go out of their way to go and rent their friend's car or borrow a car to come and show off because they really want to marry that woman. And when that woman comes in, what she's, what she will be seeing, so different from when the man came to propose to her. And because the man knew that this lady wants material things, he used that to camouflage, make it camouflage, deceived her into marrying him. Then when she comes in, she will see the whole thing. That is not marriage. There should not be any deceit. There must be transparency in every relationship, especially if it's leading to marriage. No wonder lots of issues in marriages. Some of the ones I hear sometimes, I'm like, what actually? Why did you not discuss these things before you agreed to go to in front of everybody to say I do? Why? Somebody was telling us recently that somebody introduced somebody to a girl who lives back home in Nigeria. And the first question the girl asked the person about the man here in the UK, what does he do? And what type of car does he drive? So it's all about material things. Let me tell you something. Here in the UK in particular, we have great transport system. Most people, depending on where you live, if you live in London, what's your business with car? Unless you have children, young family weekends, you can use that to take your children around. Otherwise, most people in London, you don't have to have a car because there's train system, bus system, everything on time. So car is not a luxury. It's a necessity. And the type of car people ride, what does it mean? Once that car can take you from A to Z, what does it matter? Talking about the type of car, material things that can go out there and crash tomorrow. Let us rethink. Today is a short video again, but just to bring us into this thinking of forcing ourselves into marrying somebody, asking, what have you got? What kind of car do you drive? and so on and so forth. Stop forcing yourself. Once you do that, the man will know that you're desperate to get married. They'll do anything they can to get you to marry them. And then when you come in, some men who really knew, in fact, that you married them because of their money, they will make sure that they give you that money. They will give you as much as you want. However, they will still be looking outside because what you needed was money and not marriage. So when they want to have intimacy and stuff like that, they can do that with you when they have children. Otherwise, they go out there to do other kind of things because they know that the person they kept in the house that they married them because of money. So they'll make sure that you have that money. Some ladies are so unhappy, and you hear them saying, I don't want the money. I'd rather have my husband with me all the time than having money. And some of these men who just rub it in your face, going to other women, leaving you with money and all the rest of it. So get your priorities right. Have an agreement. Decide what you want in marriage before you go into it. Mind what you say to a man or to a woman, because once they know what you want in life, they will capitalize on that. They'll use that to deal with you. So it's very, very important. Take marriage seriously. Marriage is very sweet if you have an understanding. Work together. Agree on deal breakers before you get married. What will this person do that I can't, just a deal breaker for me? Discuss that. Discuss everything. Do not hide anything from your spouse. If you have medical condition and the doctors have told you that this may affect you being productive, i.e. having children in future, discuss that with your future husband or wife. They may just say to you, fine, it doesn't matter, I love you, you are the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. So that person is now making an informed decision. So if you start having challenges in that marriage, at least the person will know this is what I signed for. They told me before, and I agreed. And both of you can now work together to deal with whatever problem it is. This idea of hiding your medical condition from somebody you are proposing to be your wife or your husband is one of the horrible things I've ever heard. Some people will know that they have these health challenges. They'll be going up and down with the man or the woman to have children because they want to have children. Remember, some people, you may get married and you choose not to have children. But if you decide that you want to have children and you know that you've been told that there's a medical condition that may mean that you may not have children, discuss it. Both of you should make an informed decision. And if into the marriage, what they said becomes true, there are other things that can be done. There are other things that can be done like adoption and all the rest of it. But important thing is, please be open and transparent with each other. Have an agreement. Know what you want in marriage. Do not capitalize on material things because it can boomerang. And a lot of people are regretting because they put finances, they put material things first. And that marriage, they're never happy. They're giving what they want financially, but they're never happy. So have some agreement. Agree on things that you can do to help your marriage to continue to succeed. I'm going to stop this here. Thank you so much for listening. Goodbye and God bless.